Welcome to Arnie Allen Diamond at Gutfuller Field. The Braves winners 9-4 over the Falmouth Commodores with Kerry Crowley and James Nahikian. I'm Sam Hyman. Guys, they clinched the playoff spot, and it was the first playoff spot clinch in the Cape Cod Baseball League. And James, at first it didn't look like the Braves were going to get it. Commodores went out to a quick early lead. Steven Duggar, a big reason why.
You're right. 2-2 ball game in the 7th inning. Falmouth plates 2 to make a 4-2 lead. And if you're a Braves fan, you're thinking, hey, we haven't won here since July 20th of 2012. Here we go again. And then that top of the 8th inning, the Braves score 7 runs to take a 9-4 lead. Harrison Bader with a huge 2-out, 2 RBI single up the middle to knock the game at 4. Blake Allen on the very next pitch, single up the middle, 5-4, and then Jason DeLay hits a 2 RBI single up the middle to make it 7-4, and then things really got going. Richie Martin even extends his on-base streak to 26 games with a triple into the left center field gap. And phenomenal top of the 8th inning for the Braves.
Yeah, the top of the 8th inning was unbelievable, Kerry. And the Falmouth bullpen in prior, the 3 games before this against the Bourne Braves, hadn't given up an earned run. And here they give up 7 with 2 outs. So that just makes it even more impressive the way the Bourne Braves were able to attack.
Well, if you look at the Braves' approach in that 8th inning, James talked to it, so many different guys with just consistent singles. They were all going up the middle, and that came after after Blake Davey and Xander Wheel were both hit by pitches. So those two weren't good at bats, end up getting on base. Kevin Mooney has been prone to hit guys this season. Then Bader takes advantage of a Commodores bullpen that the Bourne Braves have not yet taken advantage of this season. Stays within himself, goes with the single. Blake Allen knows he can take advantage on the next pitch and does so. Goes with the single, a dive from Sam Gillikin. He's unable to get the ball, and that's when things really started to spiral out of control for Falmouth.
And this was just a 2-1 ball game early part of this game. And James, it looked like it was going to be another pitcher's duel. Mulholland had a great day, so did Kellogg. And Mulholland was unbelievable because he went through 5 innings and he only at one point gave up 1 run on 1 hit. And it looked like the Braves were in trouble.
You're right. Really going into that 8th inning, it seemed like Falmouth's 2-0 lead was going to hold up. It seemed like more than enough. The Braves, as you mentioned, Sam, were not picking up the ball too well on starter Casey Mulholland. And that 8th inning was the difference in everything. I mean, it turned out to be the clinching win in the playoffs, turned around a 2-run deficit to a 5-run lead. And that 8th inning, I mean, it's the story of the game here tonight.
And 2 unsung heroes, really, Jason DeLay and Blake Allen, really coming through at the bottom of the order. Blake Allen went 1 for 2, had a sac fly, and he spoke with Ginger Polson.
Did you guys know that this win actually clinched you guys a spot in the playoffs?
Yeah, actually I saw that any combination of a Wareham loss or us winning would clinch a spot. So yeah, I mean, we were only thinking about that though, just playing a game. So
knowing that you are the first team to clinch a playoff spot, what does that feel like?
I guess it feels good. You don't have to worry about it the rest of the way out. But I mean, we weren't really thinking about it, so we were just playing baseball, taking it one game at a time.
So in the top of the 8th, you had the game-winning go-ahead RBI right there. What was it like to be able to come up big for your team in a game that actually did end up meaning a lot?
I just the guy was kind of spraying a little bit. The guy's on base. I was looking for a first good pitch to hit. He gave me one over the plate, and I put a good swing on it, and it happened to fall for me. So yeah, I just go up there, try to do my job, and keep the line moving, and lucky to fall, so score some runs.
That inning clearly crucial for the Braves tonight. What's it like to just be able to go in there when the game really needs some life to it for the Braves and just have such a successful inning that not only brings things back to even, but then keeps going and puts the Braves ahead in a lead that would stay for the rest of the night?
Yeah, that was big. We put some good at-bats together there, got some big key hits, 2 outs, and just kept things moving. Guys taking some good pitches there, working at favors into their count, and then taking some good swings. So able to put a lot together there. It's a big inning for us, and it showed the win.
So the Braves now clinch a spot in the postseason, but still have some games left until playoffs begin. What do you think the most important things for the Braves to work on in those next few games before playoffs begin will be?
Just keep playing the way we are. Don't change anything. What we're doing right now is working. Just keep playing baseball one day at a time and take it one step at a time, and I think we'll be good if we do that.
Thanks, Blake. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Hey, thanks, Ginger. The Braves winners 9-4 over the Falmouth Commodores, and now it's time to look at our players of the game. James, who do you have?
I'm going to go with the freshman national champion backstop tonight for the Braves, Jason DeLay. 2 for 4 on the night, his first multiple hit game on Cape Cod. Also had a huge 2 RBI single in the 8th inning to extend the Braves lead to 7-4.
All right, Kerry, what about you?
I'm taking Harrison Bader, not just for what he did in the 8th inning, but also for what he did in the 7th. He put one into the left center field gap, allowed Blake Davey to move up to 3rd, and that set the table. But the Braves have runners on 2nd and 3rd with no one out. They ultimately pick up a run on the sacrifice fly from Blake Allamon, and then Bader comes up in the 8th inning. The Bourne Braves needing a big hit to get this offense going. Bader does it, single up the middle, ties the game for Bourne. You can't ask for much more than that in picking a player in the game.
Now, James, you mentioned a bottom of the order guy in Jason DeLay. I'll go with one as well. Blake Allamon, 1 for 2, a walk, a sacrifice fly. He did pretty much everything, also had a single. So Blake Allamon is my player of the game. The final score here from Arnie Allen Diamond, 9-4, the Braves winners. They clinch a playoff spot, the first team to do so. For Kerry Crowley and James Nahikian, I'm Sam Hyman saying so long from Arnie Allen Diamond.